For centuries, we have pieced together the grand tapestry of human history, one fragment at a time. Archaeology is our window to the past, a painstaking science that allows us to walk in the footsteps of our ancestors. From the majestic ruins of forgotten empires to the humble pottery of a simple village, each discovery adds another thread, another color to the story of us. We build timelines, connect civilizations, and create a narrative that feels complete, coherent, and understood. It's a story of progress, of evolution, of a clear and linear path from the Stone Age to the Space Age. But what happens when a discovery doesn't fit? What happens when an object is unearthed that seems to defy its own timeline? Suddenly, the neat and tidy story of our past begins to unravel. These are the moments that send a shiver down the spine of even the most seasoned historian. An artifact that appears thousands of years before the technology to create it was invented. A map that charts lands that were supposedly unknown. A piece of evidence so jarring, so out of place, that it threatens to shatter our entire understanding of who we are and where we come from. This is the realm of forbidden history. The term itself is provocative, suggesting a conspiracy of silence, a deliberate suppression of knowledge. While that may sometimes be the case, more often, these discoveries are deemed forbidden because they are simply too inconvenient for the established academic narrative. They are anomalies that mainstream science struggles to explain, and so they are often relegated to the fringes, labeled as hoaxes or quietly ignored. But they refuse to disappear. They persist as stubborn questions, challenging the very foundations of our history books and daring us to look deeper. These are not mere curiosities. They are profound mysteries that hint at lost technologies, forgotten knowledge, and perhaps even entire chapters of human civilization that have been wiped from our collective memory. We're talking about evidence of electricity in the ancient world, impossibly precise astronomical computers built by the Greeks, and depictions of advanced technology carved into temple walls thousands of years ago. From strange artifacts that shouldn't exist to maps that chart the world with impossible accuracy, these finds force us to ask a radical question. What if our history is not what we've been told? In this video, we will venture into this forbidden territory. We will pull back the curtain on 5 of the most perplexing archaeological discoveries that continue to baffle experts and ignite debate to this day. We'll examine the evidence, explore the theories, and confront the uncomfortable questions they raise about our true past. Prepare to have your understanding of history challenged as we uncover the secrets that have been buried, not just by sand and time, but by silence and skepticism. These are the stories that weren't supposed to be told. 1. The Baghdad Battery, a clay jar, copper cylinder, and iron rod. When filled with acidic liquid, it produces electricity. Was this a primitive battery created over 2,000 years ago, or just a storage jar with no connection to electricity? The debate still rages. In the silent depths of the Aegean, a treasure lay hidden for 2 millennia, not of gold or jewels, but something far more valuable, a secret, the secret of a lost technology, embodied in a single extraordinary object, the Antikythera Mechanism. The year is 1900. Greek sponge divers sheltering from a storm stumble upon a Roman-era shipwreck off the island of Antikythera. Among the statues and amphorae, they recover a corroded, unassuming lump of bronze. For decades, it sat in the National Archaeological Museum in Athens, its purpose obscured by time and the sea. It was dismissed as a curiosity, its secrets seemingly lost forever. But as layers of calcification were painstakingly removed, something astonishing emerged, a complex assembly of interlocking gears, dials, and faint inscriptions. Analysis placed its creation around 100 BC. The world of archaeology was stunned. This was not a simple tool. This was something that, according to our understanding of history, simply should not exist. Using advanced 3D X-ray scanning, scientists have digitally reconstructed its genius. They found a system of over 30 interlocking bronze gears, some with teeth barely a millimeter wide. This was a sophisticated astronomical calculator. By turning a hand crank, the front dial showed the position of the sun and moon against the zodiac. The back dials were even more remarkable, tracking complex lunar cycles like the Metonic and Saros cycles, allowing it to accurately predict solar and lunar eclipses down to the hour. It even had a dial for the 4-year cycle of the ancient Olympic Games. It was, in every functional sense, the world's first analog computer, a mechanical model of the cosmos. The precision is breathtaking. The device uses a differential gear, a complex arrangement not seen again until the 16th century. The level of miniaturization and mechanical knowledge is unparalleled in any other surviving artifact from antiquity. It represents a branch of technology that appeared, fully formed, and then vanished for 400 years. Who were the geniuses behind it? Was it linked to the legendary Archimedes? The Antikythera Mechanism is more than an ancient machine. It is a profound reminder of a lost world of knowledge, forcing us to ask, what other wonders have been lost to the unforgiving depths of time? 3. Giant skeleton legends. Across North America and Europe, reports have surfaced of skeletons far larger than normal humans. While mainstream archaeology dismisses most as exaggerations or hoaxes, legends of giants persist in folklore, and a few unexplained cases remain. 4. Crystal skulls. Perfectly carved quartz skulls have been found in Mexico and Central America. Some believe they are relics of lost civilizations with mystical powers. Others say they're modern forgeries. Even with advanced tools, carving quartz this flawlessly remains incredibly difficult. 5. The Piri Reis Map. Drawn in 1513 by an Ottoman admiral, this map shows parts of South America and Antarctica with surprising accuracy. How could a 16th century mapmaker chart lands supposedly undiscovered at the time? Some argue it proves ancient civilizations had advanced navigation. And so our journey through forgotten time comes to a close, leaving us with profound questions. The history we're taught is often a straight line of progress, from primitive beginnings to our modern age. But as we've seen, the archaeological record whispers a different story, one filled with anomalies, paradoxes, and inventions that simply should not exist. We've journeyed to ancient Baghdad, where a simple clay pot with a copper cylinder and an iron rod might have held the secret to electric power, millennia before Alessandro Volta. Was it for electroplating, healing, or something else entirely? We've gazed upon the Piri Reis Map, a chart so unnervingly precise it seems to have been drawn from a perspective no human of the 16th century could have possessed, showing lands that wouldn't be officially discovered for centuries. And what of the Antikythera Mechanism, a celestial computer of such staggering complexity, its discovery was akin to finding a jet engine in Tutankhamun's tomb? A device that could predict eclipses and track the cosmos, lost to the sea for 2,000 years, its very existence defying our timeline of technological evolution. We've traveled to the temples of Egypt, where the Dendera light carvings depict what many see as a giant ancient light bulb, complete with a filament and a power cord. Mainstream archaeology calls it mythology, but the resemblance is uncanny, a haunting suggestion of forgotten illumination. We've delved into Sanskrit epics describing Vimanas, flying palaces that waged war in the heavens, and held the Sakkara bird, a small wooden artifact that perfectly matches the aerodynamic principles of a modern glider. Were these just poetic fancy and children's toys, or echoes of a forgotten age of flight? So we are left at a crossroads of belief. What are we to make of this anomalous evidence? Is it possible that some are elaborate hoaxes, clever forgeries designed to fool the gullible and rewrite history? The human capacity for deception is vast, and we must always approach these claims with skepticism. Or are we the ones who are mistaken? Are we simply projecting our 21st century biases onto objects with far simpler, ritualistic purposes? Is our desire to find advanced ancestors blinding us to more mundane truths? But then there is the third, most tantalizing possibility, that these are not hoaxes, nor are they misunderstood, that they are exactly what they appear to be, remnants of a lost high-tech chapter of human history, a chapter erased by a great cataclysm, or perhaps deliberately suppressed. What if humanity has risen and fallen more times than we know? What if we are a species with amnesia, rediscovering the genius of our forgotten ancestors? The line between myth and history is far thinner than we think. These artifacts are not just curiosities, they are a challenge to our assumptions. This is the core of our quest here at Echoes of Time. We don't claim to have all the answers, but we believe in asking the questions that push the boundaries of the official story. So now the question returns to you. What do you think? Are these hoaxes, misunderstood artifacts, or proof of lost knowledge? We genuinely want to hear your theories. Let us know in the comments. This is a conversation, and every voice adds a piece to the puzzle. If you believe that history is more than what's written in textbooks, continue this journey with us. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Echoes of Time for more forbidden history and ancient mysteries. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Echoes of Time for more forbidden history and ancient mysteries.